Hello guys, welcome back to VClass TV. This is Teacher Jackie, and today we are going to talk about action research. So what is an action research? Action research is a process of systematic, reflective inquiry to improve educational practices or resolve problems in any operating unit. Example, school, classroom, office. Our legal basis used for this video is none other than Department Order Number 16 Series of 2017. This is entitled Research Management Guidelines. In school year 2019-2020 in the Division of Misamis Oriental, our focus of research in Araling Panlipunan are this: instructional delivery, learning activities, instructional materials, classroom assessment, and instructional supervision. But regardless of the subjects, here are the research themes that you might like: teaching and learning, child protection, human resource development, governance, DRRM, inclusive education, gender and development. And for more information, please check out Department Order Number 39 Series of 2016. Let's take a closer look about action research. What are the parts of an action research if you are going to have a proposal? Well, there are actually 8 parts to that. Part 1 would be about context and rationale. Second is action research questions. Third, proposed innovation, intervention, and strategy. The fourth one will be about the action research methods. Fifth part would be action research work plan and timelines. 6, cost estimates. 7, plans for dissemination and utilization. And then you are going to cite the references. If you are going to submit the completed action research, here are the parts. It becomes 11 in all. So you have the title page, abstract, acknowledgement, context and rationale, innovation, intervention, and strategy, action research questions, action research methods. Then you will have the discussion of results and reflection, action plan, references, and financial report. While I show you how an action research is done, I will also show you the parts of a basic research in comparison with action research. Although they are both researches, basic and action research, but there are some parts that set them apart. Now, if you are going to ask the difference between a basic research and action research proposal, well, I am going to show you the parts. First, in basic research, you will have 9 parts: introduction and rationale, literature review, research questions, scope and limitation, research methodology, timetable or Gantt chart, cost estimates, plans for dissemination and advocacy, and the last part would be references. While here you have the 8 parts of the action research, as I have mentioned a while ago. The completed basic and action researches are also a little bit different. Here you have the basic research as completed with 12 parts: title page, abstract, acknowledgement, introduction of the research, literature review, research questions, scope and limitation, research methodology, discussion of results and recommendations, dissemination and advocacy plans, references, and the financial report. Then you have the 11 parts of the action research. To simply put it, in action, there is an intervention that you use, while in a basic research, you are just going to conduct a survey. How do I write each part of that action research? Are the first 3 parts of your research: title, abstract, and acknowledgement. Now, although they may be the first parts of your action research, it does not mean that you have to do them first. The title could be polished at the end of your study, because that's how you can really summarize. You can get the gist of what has happened to your study, so you can polish it afterwards. Then the abstract, also as the summary of the study, means you have to complete your study first before you can summarize this thing. Then, of course, you will have people that you will meet along the way that will help you become successful with the study. So that's where your acknowledgement comes in, so that you can recognize those people who have extended their support to you. The fourth part of your action research is context and rationale. Here you are going to present your situation, then talk about the pupil's behavior if it is in a classroom setting, your pupil's performance, the problem, recipients of the study, the significance of the study, the legal basis, and of course, the interventions you are using for the class. Here comes the heart of your action research. This is your innovation, intervention, and strategy. Here you're going to describe the title and the strategy of your action research. Here you will discuss how it will be done and give details on the process that the intervention has to go through. You don't need to have an intervention for the basic research. All you need is the data that will actually give significance to the study that you have. In action research, your problem will be stated here in the sixth part, action research questions. Here you're going to limit your research questions to three most important questions that needs to be answered in your research. The next part is action research methods. Here you're going to discuss how you implemented the research process from the beginning until completion. You can also refer to your action plan so that you will have an idea of the things that you started at this time and then proceed with the next steps that you have until you reach the completion. So it's actually just about the timeline that you have for this study. The next part will be about the discussion of results. Here you are going to make a tabular presentation of your result according to your number of questions presented. Here comes your action plan. So you are going to show the objective, the time frame, activities that you did, person involved, the fund needed, and the remarks if it has been carried out or not. Then you will have the references. Of course, this is the list of the authors, related studies, articles, and books backing up your study. The last part is the financial report. Here you are going to show the expenses incurred of the study. It would look like this. So you will have the materials, cost estimate, fund, and the person involved. Here is an example of an action plan. You have here the objectives, time frame, activity, person involved, fund needed, and of course the expected output. And of course, here is also the sample flow of the study. From proposal to entry protocol, develop questionnaire, questionnaire distribution, data gathering, result analysis, interpretation of data, develop initiative, implementation of initiative, testing the effectiveness of the initiative, monitoring and evaluation of the initiative, dissemination of result.
Please take note that an action research is an intellectual property, so you have this declaration of anti-plagiarism and of course declaration of absence of conflict of interest. Here's the research information and proponents information. Here are some of the few things that you have to consider if you are going to write an action research.
So there you go. I hope that this video would somehow help you with the research that you are conducting. This has been Teacher Jackie saying, put God first and God will do the rest. Goodbye.
Pinakagwapa nga babae ang apple of my